Dr. Bill Adams here, and this is No Spin Live, and we've got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about the dancing doctor loses her medical license, naked ambition, and the magic wand wrinkle remover. So we've got great experts here to share their insights with you and really kind of explain to you what's going on. We've got Dr. Rob Whitfield from Austin, Texas. We've got Dr. Tracy Pfeiffer from the Big Apple, New York City, and Rick Zinowitz from Providence, Rhode Island. Let's kick it off on the first one, which is on this whole thing. We've actually covered this before. It's been in the media pretty much every day about the dancing doctor. The newest thing that happened is that the Georgia State Board pulled her medical license. A lot to talk about. What do you think?
You should be attending to your patient in the operating room. That's what we're taught and trained to do. I've done educational videos just like you have, but I don't think either of us or any of our colleagues deem it appropriate to dance, and certainly without a mask and appropriate attire while the patient's on the operating room table.
So Tracy, one of the things that I saw was this news story that came out, and it said this person was a dermatologist, but it said, this person is a dermatologist, but she's not a board certified cosmetic surgeon.
Well, I think it's confusing for the public, and it's hard for people to understand what type of doctor they should look for when they're considering a certain procedure and what type of credentials the doctor should have. So this doctor was board certified, yes, but she was board certified by the dermatology group. So she is not a board certified plastic surgeon, which is the type of person that you need to look for if you're considering cosmetic surgery. A dermatologist, when they go through their training, is not trained in surgery. They're trained in treatment of the skin. She received no formal training in abdominoplasty or tummy tuck when she was a dermatology resident, but she's saying she's a board certified cosmetic surgeon. So it's very confusing to the public because she's performing cosmetic surgery, she's board certified, but she's not a board certified plastic surgeon.
Do they let a guy without a pilot's license fly 747? But that's what it is. There's no difference to this. You need to be trained. We train residents. It takes 7-8 years to train a plastic surgery resident to do complicated major surgical procedures. So just, if somebody goes to a weekend course or they want to open up a shingle, and in Georgia, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution said this in their article. It said that there's nothing that prevents any kind of licensed medical doctor in Georgia from doing surgery or doing surgical procedures. But that's ridiculous. I think it's absurd. You can't fly a 747 if you don't have a pilot's license. They won't allow you to do that, but there's nothing different about this. I mean, what do you think, Rick?
Well, it's misleading to have a medical license and be able to do whatever you want, but it's doubly more frustrating when you present yourself to the public as being board certified. Well, I mean, a gynecologist, a dermatologist, an internist, a so-called vascular surgeon, all doing plastic surgery procedures that are way beyond the scope of their training is putting lives in jeopardy, and something needs to be done about that.
If you have somebody with no formal surgical training, wanting to market to their patients, wanting to do major surgery procedures, it's like cleaning your garage with gasoline and smoking a cigarette. You're just asking for a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, she gave somebody a pneumo doing a breast aug. She had a patient death. She had her license revoked because she's a danger to the public. You said it takes 7-8 years to train someone just to perform the procedures, but it also is to take care of the patient if there's an issue. And these people don't learn this from their course or whatever the cosmetic surgery board they're alluding to. That's not the credentialing that's appropriate for those surgical procedures.
It's so hard for people to figure out what's legitimate, who's trained the right way, what board is legitimate. It's impossible. And so I think it falls to the state boards or the government, if you will, to protect the public for patient safety reasons. So you should not be allowed to do any office procedure that you don't have hospital privileges to do the same procedure. And I think that would deal with 99% of these issues. It wouldn't deal with all of them, but anybody viewing this, if they're having trouble sorting out the credentials of their physician, they can email the Plastic Surgery Channel, and the Plastic Surgery Channel will help them. Okay, well, let's move on to the next topic. Tracy, I want you to start off with this one. This is about this rapper, Gabi Grecko, who had quite an interesting evening gown on. It was kind of see-through evening gown. I mean, what's the deal with this?
I mean, she did have on a see-through evening gown. I'm just looking at the picture of it, but listen, if she wants to wear it, she can wear it. I don't have any problem with it. I don't think people should be embarrassed about their bodies. So I'm okay with it, actually, as long as it's appropriate. You know, if there's small children around, maybe you don't want to see something like that, but I'm okay if people are confident in their figure and they want to show it off.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Las Vegas, and this is uncommon even for my old city. So, not the best thing. Certainly, walking down the street wherever she was in Beverly Hills. I mean, you can't really indict people for their clothing or their taste, but I mean, certainly not something I would expect to see wandering down the road with my kids shopping for anything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, when I said the name, I saw Rick's eyes kind of go like, he's like, who is Gabi Grecko? Because I have no idea who she is either. But obviously, this isn't an attention grab. It's a good way to get attention. I give her that, But I mean, who is she, Rick?
Don't know her, Bill. Sorry, but I was thinking of Rich Greco, good friend, in our society. No, don't know her.
Rob, I want you to start out with this one. So this is the Magic non-surgical wrinkle removing wand. Unbelievable. I looked at the infomercial. It's pretty impressive. I mean, but this stuff's all over the place, right?
Right. I mean, I've already put my order in, haven't you? I mean, I got to sell this in my office. If it works in moments, I want it. But it's a bogus bunch of garbage. In general, this product doesn't do anything. It has a roller ball and some whatever fragrance and hydrating material. But in reality, there's not going to be any peptides that promote collagen formation, remove collagen that's damaged, or promote elastin production. So in essence, it's bogus and it's not going to do anything, but it's going to cost, I think, $89 per unit.
You need a little science, right, to make certain claims. I don't think there's any science behind this.
No, there's no science. And unfortunately, when you look at the ad, you can see that they are really targeting people who are hesitant about having any type of invasive treatment, whether it's, an injection or surgery, because it says no needles, no filter, no surgeon, no kidding. And then underneath that, it says fragrance-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, and 100% vegan. So it's targeted people who really want to be natural and have clean beauty and everything, which is great. I'm a believer in it also. But if you want to have results, you're going to need to do something that's scientifically proven to achieve your goals. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money. So we all have to be very skeptical. When it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Yeah, so the bogus alert is high on this. But Rick, I mean, we're just, I don't want to be too negative. I mean, we have some really great things for wrinkles, right? You have Botox, you have different types of fillers. There's new fillers now that you can do really fine lines with. I mean, patients have just a plethora of really great choices, and again, they need to see somebody who can guide them the right way. But yeah, I think that, you see stuff like this.
Go on fillers, and I didn't know what you were referencing to fillers, but God, we have so much power now, and every few months a new and better product comes out. It's just incredible what it has done to transform our practices for people that just sometimes don't want surgery, and it just can make all the difference in the world.
Good stuff. Be wary of the wand, and if you want to see more of this, you can see it on theplasticsurgerychannel.com.